Hey, true believers, welcome to another episode of Bad Cinema here on Heroes for Hire Comic Club channel. Today, we're reviewing, I want you to get your chi centered, get out your best katana, practice with your ninja stars, and pull out the nunchucks. It's time to review Enter the Ninja.
Get the hell off! Come on, you fuckers think that just because a guy reads comics he can't start some shit?
I never know. I could be a ninja and you don't even know it. Because ninjas are everywhere. Well, it's the 80s. In the 80s, everything was quicksand, ninjas, and vigilantes, right? All right. We had Death Wish. We had Enter the Ninja, Return of the Ninja, Ninja 3, The Domination, New York Ninja, all kinds of ninja. They're American Ninja. We had ninjas popping out of the woodwork. I was a ninja for 3 straight years on Halloween. So, I dressed as a ninja like 3 or 4 times probably on Halloween. It's an easy cut, get your little ninja. I'm a ninja. Anyway, let's see what the chat. We got Mark's Genre Mixer is watching. He said, I watched the movie. I'm not sure if the testosterone boost was worth the brain cell loss. Another fun, bad movie. Looking forward to the review. Thank you. Yeah, it's full of testosterone. That's for sure. This is from Canon Films. Canon Films is either famous or infamous for their 80s action movies, low-budget films. Well, you got to call. Here's Get Out. My 99-cent Ninja Stars we got at the flea market. Yeah, and I got the Rambo knife. Yeah, at the flea market. Yeah, it's definitely. What's up, Nerdy? Are you working? Come on if you want to. I'll send you the link. I don't know if you ever seen Enter the Ninja, but it's a great movie. It was from 1981, Canon Pictures, starring Franco Nero, who you may remember from the original Django movies, the spaghetti westerns from the 70s. He is an Italian actor. He was also in the remake or the Django Unchained movie for a little cameo in the scene where they're in the bar watching the guys fight. With Leonardo DiCaprio meets when Jamie Foxx goes to the bar, and the guy says, he says your name. My name's Django. They did that. You might remember it. All right, I thought you might be at work. It's all right. It's all right, man. I gotta grab a potato chip. All right. Anyway, so Canon Pictures, these 2 Israeli movie producers that formed it. Yeah, his voice was dubbed because he doesn't really speak English a lot. Yeah, the D is silent in Django. That's right. Yeah, it's that's why his movie is he was dubbed, because English was not his first language. He does know a little English, but not good enough to be in a movie English. You know what I'm saying? And I believe the guy that was the bad guy in it, the one that kept going, Ninja, hey Ninja. That was so stupid, by the way. He kept calling him Ninja. Hey Ninja, where you at, Ninja? Anyway, he was a guy that was in a show called The Rat Squad. Back in the 70s or the 60s, it was a show about the desert rats in World War II. I think he won an Emmy for that. Yeah, he was been in a lot of movies. And then, of course, the great Sho Kosugi, who is the GOAT of ninja movies. Okay, he plays the bad ninja in this movie. He's also in Return of the Ninja. He's also in. There's a couple more he's in. He's in about 10 or 12 ninja movies that I remember. Great Japanese actor. He was in actually Ninja Assassin too back in the early 2000s, I think. And Sho Kosugi is a legend in the martial arts movie realm. If you've not heard of him, look him up. This guy was a legit badass. He's very athletic. He really looked good doing his martial arts on the movies. But anyway, we got a few screenshots. Like, I'll show you the movie poster, as I always do. Here we go. And that looks well. They made it look like a VHS tape, but yeah, that's the movie art. Here is Sho Kosugi, in case you didn't know. Very distinctive look. You got Franco Nero. And actually, Franco Nero didn't know anything about martial arts, really. They tried their best. I mean, he did all right. And we got, we got the maroon ninjas, because everybody knows that if you want to be stealth, you have to wear maroon ninja outfits, apparently. I don't know if that's true. I don't recommend it. Have him get his white dude. I don't know. Very Caucasian. I got a problem here. This thing's just, there he is. There's the white ninja, the Great White Hope. It's also got this beautiful lady in it. I liked her. I think she's kind of hot. All right. Yeah, there's about 20 different times. They could have just shot him, but it's a ninja movie. We can't have that. And if you notice, the ninja movies kept getting crazier and crazier as years went by, to the point where they had supernatural powers. Then we get to another movie we reviewed on this channel a long time ago, Ninja 3: The Domination, where the ninja gets killed and his spirit possesses the body of this beautiful woman, and she starts killing people. I don't know, but I'll tell you what, he must have a hell of a dry cleaner. All right. I don't know. I need to ask a question about his tailor, for sure. All right, let's share the Wikipedia page. And I mean, I love this movie. I grew up watching this movie. I watched this movie, I bet you 50 times when I was a kid. This is the kind of movie, as a kid, you really enjoy. I don't know, especially in the 80s. And we were just like free range kids. Look, like Mark was talking about in the chat. We would go to the flea market and buy ninja stars and Rambo knives and katanas and sais and nunchucks. We had all kinds of dangerous weapons, pellet guns, not these airsoft. We had like actual metal pellets, steel pellets you'd shoot at things, and we'd shoot BBs at each other. We were crazy little bastard kids. Had machetes. It's like we were arming our own little army or something of ninjas back when we were like 8 and 10 years old. Throwing knives, slingshots, everything. The only thing they didn't let me have was a crossbow. And I'm surprised they didn't let me have that. I got to see a Terminator in the theater when I was a kid. My mom took me to see it. I would go to the video store and we just go in there and go, oh, what's the worst horror movie we can find here? Spit on Your Grave or something. And they wouldn't even look at you unless you rent it. The 80s were a different time. Okay. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Now this is not to be confused with the Die Antwoord song. There's a group from South Africa, a rap group called Die Antwoord. They have a song called Enter the Ninja, but that's got nothing to do with this. I don't think so. So anyway, Enter the Ninja is a 1981 American martial arts film directed by Monheim Golem and starring Franco Nero and Sho Kosugi. Susan George plays the girl, and Christopher George is in it. The film is about a martial artist named Cole, played by Nero, who is visiting his friend Frank in the Philippines on arrival. And let me tell you something else about the Philippines thing. Like a lot of these Canon films in the 80s were filmed in the Philippines. They would go down there. I watched a documentary about Canon Pictures. And they would go down there and they would film 6 movies in 3 months. All in the Philippines because it was cheaper to film in the Philippines. So you'll see a lot of them, like American Ninja was filmed in the Philippines. Enter the Ninja was filmed in the Philippines. A lot of these Canon pictures were filmed in the Philippines. So anyway, they found out that Cole's friend he's got a farm in the Philippines. He's being harassed by all these, this evil guy, right? By Cole, who defends Frank. He defends Frank and his wife with his martial arts skills. When we open the movie, Franco is like passing his ninja test, I guess. I didn't know they had like ninja exams, like a driver's exam, but apparently they do. The film was originally intended to be directed by Emmett Alston and to star Mike Stone. But early in the production, Alston was replaced by Golan, who is also the owner of Cannon Pictures, but stayed on as a second unit director. And Stone was replaced with Nero, but stayed on as a fight double and fight stunt coordinator. The film began a craze of what we call ninja-themed Hollywood films during the early 80s and was the first film in the Cannon Films Ninja Trilogy, and an anthology series which includes Revenge of the Ninja and Ninja 3, The Domination. The film launched the career of Sho Kosugi, who went on to play the leading role in both the film's sequels, while also starring in other 1980s ninja films and television shows such as The Master. And I don't know if anybody remembers that show, The Master, from the early 80s. It starred Lee Van Cleef, who you may remember from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly and Escape from New York with Kurt Russell. He was the warden in that. But anyway, we got some here. We got, what's he say? We got Mark saying, did the ninja movies put ninjas in the zeitgeist, or was it the other way around? I remember no, it was, this movie kind of put it in there. I mean, there was like talk of ninjas every now and then. Like there was I remember in You Only Live Twice, with the James Bond movie, they talk about ninjas, but it was not as popularized until Enter the Ninja came out, really. So yeah, that's true. This kind of popularized it. What's Nerdy saying here? He says, my mom took me to see Born on the 4th of July, the most depressing movie I'd ever seen. Little did she know she had put me on the road to join the Marine Corps. Wow. I don't know how you wanted to join the Marine Corps after watching that one, though, man, to be honest with you, bro, because did he end up in the hospital, paralyzed from the waist down? Anyway, but hey, I'm glad you were a Dell dog, man, because we need somebody out there putting boots to ass. You know what I'm saying? So, Semper Fi. My daddy was a Marine. You know that, Nerdy. But me and Nerdy are friends, so he knows that. My dad was an old leatherneck, too. Okay, we got Mark asking, he says, were Cole and his buddies the only guys fighting the war in Flat? Apparently, yeah, they only had the two white guys to show it. And you know what? Those uniforms they're wearing with the red berets, they would not wear that in the jungle because you don't want to get spotted in the jungle. They had the right camo. They had the tiger stripe camo, which is what a lot of the Vietnam veterans, the special forces used. But, yeah, as far as the other part, no, they only showed them. Yeah, Semper Fidelis. That's why I say I always respect my Marines, my friend. If I wasn't disabled, I wanted to do that, but they wouldn't let, I couldn't join. All right. So anyway, let's go back to this. So we know the plot. Cast again, Franco Nero as Cole, Susan George as Marianne Landers. Marianne Landers is like Ann Landers. Like, remember Ann Landers, the woman people would write into the newspaper and get advice for? That's on the nose. Alex Courtney as Frank Landers. Will Hare as Dollars. Zaki Noe as Siegfried the Hook Schultz. Yeah, I remember that guy. That guy was the weirdest guy in the movie. Constantine Gregory as Mr. Parker. Credited as Constantine Degogi. All right, anyway, you got the rest of them. We got they got Alon Emil as Maroon Ninja. Okay, we got all these weird stuff. Production. Enter the Ninja was based on an original story that karate champion Mike Stone presented to Menheim Golan of Cannon Films, who became involved in the production in the late fall of 1980 with the intent of creating an American film about ninjutsu. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer produced the film for $4 million as part of a multi-project film and television deal they had with the Cannon Group. The film was initially set to star Stone himself. Let me tell you something else about the Cannon Group. They're basically a money laundering operation. That's what I saw that documentary. They basically were laundering cocaine money. This is when they made the movies. It's like a write-off. Principal photography began on January 12, 1981 in the Philippines and in Tokyo, Japan, under the direction of Emmett Alston. Shooting began in Manila, in the Philippines, in Manila, in February with producer Golan replacing Alston as director and Franco Nero replacing Stone in the lead role. Stone received on-screen credit for the film's story, fight choreography, and stunt coordination. Principal photography conducted in March. The filming location for Benares Industries was shot at Solar Century Tower in Manila. Komori's dojo and fight scene was filmed at the Japanese Garden in Rizal Park, Manila. Release. Cannon planned to screen the film at the Cannes Film Festival. Really? Which was followed by promotional material stating that the film would be released during the Easter season of 1982. In August of 1981, the film opened in Germany and France. The film also played in Arizona in October of the same year. The film opened in Los Angeles on April 30th of 1982. After the release of Enter the Ninja, there was a boom of ninja-related films in the early 80s. The film's antagonist, played by Sho Kazuki, became more popular than the protagonist, played by Franco Nero, which led to the Enter the Ninja launching Kazuki's career. Before the film's release, Golan planned to direct a sequel titled Revenge of the Ninja, while remaining as producer. Golan eventually relinquished directorial debuts to Sam Frystenberg. Kazuki was cast as the hero, and that film was released in 1983. The final film in the series was Ninja 3: The Domination, still directed by Frystenberg and produced by Golan, which was released in 1984 while sharing common themes in the presence of Kazuki in a lead role. Those three ninja films feature wholly unrelated characters and lacking any continuity, qualify only as an anthology series. The film was, this is what really probably when the rubber meets the road with this movie, was a VHS release. No, yeah, he was a shit friend. He sleeps with his wife. I mean, he let him die. I don't know. I just don't trust him. I wouldn't trust this. He's supposed to be an honorable ninja, right? He's not. But you know what? They act like they ninjas have honor. They actually are assassins, so I don't know if they have that much honor. So the film was released on VHS in 1980. In the 1980s, Kazuki, and you know, the 1980s is like with VHS, that's when shit blew up, you know. So people were not making movies that might be straight to video, but they could still make probably more money when it went to video. Kazuki had become popular by the time of its release on home video, which led to Kazuki replacing Nero on the VHS cover. The film was also released on Betamax during the 80s, but an official U.S. DVD release had long eluded the masses until MGM issued it as part of its limited edition collection of series on-demand DVDRs in October 2011. The film was released on Blu-ray by Kino Lorber on May 26, 2015, and in a box set from Eureka Video as the Ninja Trilogy, Revenge of the Ninja and Ninja 3: The Domination on January 18, 2016. In contemporary review, Robert Brown of the Monthly Film Bulletin gave the film a negative review, stating that it seemed singularity lacking in even the most commercial ingredients that made Enter the Dragon such a successful showcase for the kung fu genre. Brown commented that Golan never seems to have decided which genre he was wanting to exploit and ended up mistakenly crossing romantic drama with martial arts. A review by Hubert Nograt in the French film magazine Positif found the film's only purpose was to create a commercial property that was only popular for less demanding audiences and was only popular in the summer in France, where there was little competition for quality cinema. Richard Harrington of the Washington Post wrote that the plot limps along, looking for convenient excuses for ninjas to enter into brawls, noting that none of the reasoning, acting, or dialogue is particularly bright, much less believable. While the best directing in the film comes from the fight choreography and ex-karate champion Mike Stone, who obviously gets his kicks in. From a retrospective, Donald I can't say his name, from All Movies stated that the film was pretty lackluster affair. Also commented on Franco Nero that it looks uncomfortable as the ninja expert and fails to perform convincingly during the fight scenes, and that Susan George was wasted as the damsel in distress. Although noting a large amount of fighting scenes in the film, he felt that they did not have skillful choreography and sharp editing. On a metric, the film was weighted an average score of 35 out of 100, based on 5 critics indicating generally unfavorable reviews. The death scene involving Christopher George has been cited by Slate as one of the best of the worst death scenes ever. So there you go. That is your facts on Enter the Ninja. Oh yeah, there was a lot of like high-rise shots and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. You got Quentin, my friend Quentin's here. Hey, buddy, it's good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, we're going to play a few clips from the movie, and I'll let you be the judge to see how bad it truly was. Here's a couple. I like this guy. This guy was a comedy gold, by the way. That German guy with a hook hand. He cracked me up. Such a wussy. All right. He was a girly man. Yeah, worst death scene ever. This is where he's got old Susan George kidnapped because he's an a-hole. And, you know, in the main bad guy ninja, played by Sho Kosugi, is basically just a fucking hater. He's just jealous that this guy got to be a ninja too. He didn't like him. He's just a hater. So he went and took this job just to hate on him. I mean, that's pretty pathetic, if you ask me. It's like very petty. Yeah, he did a lot of things. Well, ninjas are like that, though. Ninjas are not like ninjas play dirty. So, but yeah, you think he'd have been better with his friend, since his friend, like, you know, him and his were war buddies. But then he goes around and sleeps with his wife the first chance he gets. So it makes me wonder: did Cole purposely like find himself indisposed at that moment so he could just get him out of the way and have his old lady to himself? Interesting theory. Anyway, that's the way I think, though. You know, DTA, don't trust anybody. Oh, we have a guest here. We'll ask him what he thinks.
Hey, sorry, I thought it was going to be at noon.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is. It was noon here.
Oh, not bad.
It's okay. Well, you're in time for the video clips. We were just talking, though. What do you think? I don't think Cole was a very good friend to the dude.
Do what now?
I don't think Cole was a very good friend to his buddy. He slept with his wife.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of always thought that was kind of staged. Like, a part of me wants to say that, it just seemed funny that he was in the bar telling Cole, "Hey, I'm impotent," and then the next time you turn around, the wife is walking into the bedroom. And you're like, maybe,
yeah,
Buddy sent her there because he couldn't do it himself. But it was still wrong nonetheless.
Oh yeah, I remember that, Mark. There's a guy in the movie because he got shot, and he goes, "Sir, I think I've been injured." I like the guy going like, remember the end of it, and the main bad guy, you know, the evil like rich guy. He's like, "Ninja, oh Ninja, where are you at, Ninja?" I'm like, what the hell is this guy's problem?
That dude was a dumbass.
yeah. You know that guy was. You remember that movie? You remember that old TV show? I think it's from the early 70s. It was called The Rat Squad.
Yeah,
and they were like desert rats. That's the guy that was the star of that show.
Yeah, and sadly he passed away 2 years after this movie come out.
Yeah. Mark said that part made him crazy too about the ninja. Oh, Ninja. I like the German guy with the hook hand, dude. He was just comedy gold, by the way.
Yeah.
And he looked like a billy goat, didn't he? He looked like a billy goat with a hook on his hand. All right. Christina Payne dropping Tony's link in the chat. Woo! Remember, Comic Book Community Awards is coming up. I'm going to put it in the chat here. We have Christina is up for an award. I'm up for 2 awards, so you're not voted yet. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I am a pretty cool dude, and I have many fine leather-bound books, and I'm friends with Merlin Olsen. So, sorry, that was a little quote from Anchorman. But anyway, you want to watch a couple of clips, Tony?
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got here. They're not in any order, unfortunately. I wish they were, but the way StreamYard lays out the way you do it, you can't do it anymore. So I don't know.
No, he's terrific. He can handle it. Go ahead, baby. Give it to him. Oh, right.
Down on all fours and mule kicks him.
Mule kicks him. Yeah.
And like Ali's buddy's just sitting there getting drunk, going, "Ah, he's cool. He can handle it. It's all right." I don't want to spill my drink.
Yeah.
That's what my friends would do if I was in a bar and got in a fight. They would just be like, "He's cool. He'll be all right." That's why I don't drink anymore.
I was gonna say that seems like one of those things where you got the guy watching his friend do all the ass kicking, and you're like, shouldn't you help him? They're the ones that need help.
Well, Mark, that's because that wasn't him. Obviously that wasn't him. He had probably had a Japanese guy that actually knew martial arts, because Franco Nero does not know martial arts. He's a pretty good Italian actor, but in the sense that he was in some good spaghetti westerns. But yeah, I don't know. He's like really I don't know. I'd rather look at Susan George and watch him fight, to be honest with you. But and we got some more clips here. We'll just play them.
You're gonna be all right. Easy, baby. Easy.
That's where they're going to get out of war. Why are they wearing maroon berets? What military unit in the U.S. is that?
I have no idea, dude.
It looked like Foreign Legion, French Foreign Legion uniforms in a way. I don't know why. I know they have a beret too, but anyway, so that's like a flashback scene. These guys were like war buddies. They don't really tell you what war it was. I assume it was Vietnam.
Me too.
But they don't really tell you, which is kind of like lame in my opinion. Now we got another clip here. I wish I could set these clips up, but I don't know what they are at this point.
Okay. The odds are even.
Get them.
That was the worst plan too. They're like, I'm just going to go in here and let you go in there alone. There's just 2 of us. These guys all got machine guns. He goes in there and takes them all out. Just hands it. I would have kept all those machine guns. Why did he bring them in there and go, here you go. Here's your guns back. I'd have put them in the Jeep. You might need them.
I don't know, dude.
Well, I was thinking, you know what, Mark, it might be Foreign Legion, because they said something about Africa. I didn't really hear that, but they could have been because they don't really tell you that they're American or anything. But that guy, I thought Cole was from Texas, though. I was supposed to be from Texas. Of course, you don't hear Franco Nero's actual voice in the movie. But anyway, we got some more here. I think this is a good ninja scene here. We'll see.
Hasegawa.
Who? Just who in the hell is that character?
Where he finds out that a guy he went to ninja school with. Yeah.
Here's the thing. For a clan that is supposed to be secret and mysterious and covert, they're not going to make videos showing themselves as mercenaries for hire.
No, they're not going to put out a demo video.
Yeah.
Here's my demo tape. You want to see my demo tape? Here you go. It was like the ninja mixtape.
Yeah.
Now available on streaming. All right. I don't know. That's weird too. Like, and he goes, oh no, I went to ninja school with him. Like, what was it? A trade school or something?
Yeah.
I want to know where this college is at. Did you have to pay for tuition to get in there?
And the fact they call it ninja school, I'm like,
Yeah, there's no ninja school. It's like Fight Club. You're not supposed to talk about Fight Club. Don't talk about ninja school, bro. Come on. Anyway, now we got a clip with Susan George in it.
Hey.
You know her name in the movie is Mary Ann Landers. Ann Landers.
Marianne, where are you? Where's everybody?
Hey, her husband was the biggest moron I've ever met in my life. He's sitting there like, don't go out there, honey. Don't go out there. He just sits there and lets her go outside with a fucking shotgun. What the hell? Am I the only one that was weird?
This is one of those movies where the wife had bigger balls than the husband.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just was confused. Like, this guy was like, and I'll be honest with you. Why the hell go through all this trouble? Just sell the damn thing and move. I mean, it's a pain in the ass.
See, that's the one part about the movie I never understood. Why they were so obsessed with staying with the land. Now, if she would have said something like, this land has been in my family for generations. Then
yeah. Or this is all we have. We have nothing else. If we leave this, we have nothing. I don't know. He was offering him like 7 figures for it.
Yeah. I mean, there was nothing there to keep them there through family heritage or whatever. Hell, I just took the money and ran. I think he finally realized that when he was dealing with the Black Ninja.
Yeah, it was a little too late then.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they maybe just like cockfighting too much because they have like several cockfight scenes in this movie.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? That is indicative of this time period because you couldn't get away with that shit now. They would not let you. It would all be CGI, like they did that in The Losers, but it was all fake. They never showed like the actual fighting. But in this movie, they actually show the roosters fighting each other.
Yeah.
Now, if you're from the part of the country where I'm from, and I'm not trying to speak for Tony, but probably part of the country Tony's from too, you probably heard of people having a couple of illegal cockfights. You know what I'm saying?
Not real prevalent here, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Dummy, why we used to have a lot around here, dude. They used to have like an arena they'd go to. It was totally illegal, and it's not cool, Mark. I don't think it's cool at all. I wouldn't do it. It's cruel to animals. And I was invited to go to a few. I've never been to one, thank God. I was invited to one. I was like, nah, I'm good. Anyway, they used to do it up the road here in Mount Sterling, Kentucky. All right, now we got another. Here's one of the scenes where I was making fun of this guy for saying ninja over and over.
You are here, aren't you, Ninja? 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 Show your...
Ninja!
That dude had no clue.
Oh, that guy was just like I don't know. He's like, ninja? Well, yeah, there was a movie in the 1980, I think, that came out that kind of started changing that with the animal cruelty thing in movies. And there was a movie by Michael Cimino, I think it's his name, called Heaven's Gate. And it starred like Chris Christopherson and Christopher Walken and a bunch of people. I think Jeff Bridges was in it, young Jeff Bridges. And they actually killed chickens in the movie, like on film. And they got in trouble for it. And that's when it started kind of changing. Like, we got to protect, like, and I think like several horses were killed or something. I mean, it was crazy. Like, and if you ever look up Heaven's Gate production, and it was a disaster the whole time. The movie was the biggest financial flop I think that studio had. It's a wild story. They edited the movie, like they had like 4 different people edit the movie. But anyway, that's a story for another episode. I don't want to review that movie. That movie's not even. This movie's at least entertaining. That movie's boring and slow. What's he say here? How did he plant all the smoke flash bombs ahead of time at the end of the movie? Oh, no, they probably just have those ones where they go, ooh. I don't know. They probably, I don't know. I'm just assuming that's like the Batman, do that with
It's magic.
that guy. Yeah.
Ninja magic.
Yeah, we got some more with this weirdo guy.
I'm not selling.
Oh, but Mr. Landers, you must. You see, you have no choice.
Mm. Oh, I gotta get a drink of water. Hold on. This is a good one, though. This movie was for bad cinema. It's entertaining. It's always like, oh, how can you say that's bad cinema, man? Just because you grew up on it doesn't mean it's great. I mean, look, I still like it. Don't get me wrong, but this movie doesn't belong on good cinema at all. It's ninja magic, man. They always have ninja magic. I mean, by the time it got to the third in the trilogy, we have ninjas, dead spirit possessing women and turning them into ninjas. So I mean, anything's possible. You have ninjas that can escape death. Basically, remember that one movie? Remember an American Ninja? He had like freaking lasers and shit. Remember that guy? He had like a little wrist laser and he'd fire at it. It got really kind of unhinged like in the mid 80s. It starts up with this. But like the first time I remember a ninja being in a movie was, I think, You Only Live Twice. It was a James Bond movie. But they all had like green costumes. It wasn't even like this. Yeah, I do too, Mark. I mean, this is what I grew up on. It was just like Chuck Norris movies and stuff like this and ninja movies. Just like go to the video store and you could get like, we had a deal where you could get like old releases for $5, and we go in there the weekend and we'd rent like 5 kung fu movies. You know, it was just so much fun. All right, let's play another clip here. We got a lot of clips to get.
Find him! Mr. Parker! Bring me that woman! And where the hell is our ninja? Stop!
So the ninja gets to go there and starts messing people up, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Ninja Turtles. Exactly. They came out of all this whole thing. Okay, we're going to play another clip here. They're, like I said, they're not in any order. I wish they were.
To the new ninja! Kampai! Kampai! Kampai!
I love that scene.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If this is a ninja exam, did he actually kill a few of them?
It was if you see later on when they're all lining up, they're pulling like pads out of their thing and everything. Where
I know, but he threw a ninja star at the guy's face.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I guess you're supposed to, hey, it's part of the exam, and he'll walk it off, But I love the table scene where, Kazagawa refused to drink because that is like semblance to the way it was where he considered Cole a disgrace to the clan because he wasn't actually one of them. And that's why
he was an American. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I love that.
That was cool, though. I like that. He's like, it kind of sets up what's going to happen at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he killed a couple of people in that test. I'm just saying. All right, now we got another one. This here he is working with his nunchuck.
Morning.
Morning.
I'm going in.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Because they were limited to
what?
what they could show him because he didn't really know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah, and also the one thing about the nunchuck, out of all the weapons that you see in these movies, is probably the most impractical weapon you could use to fight somebody with. I mean, you can do all this stuff, but then at the end of the day, you're just going to be fighting people like this.
Unless you're Bruce Lee.
Well, unless you're Bruce Lee, then he can just like play ping pong with that damn thing.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But and then we got another one here is the I like this part right here. This that the guy with the hook hand, that guy's like threatening him, and he like pinches the guy with his hook hand right between the legs.
Oh yeah.
That stuff, get down on your knees and pray.
I think you get my point.
Yeah,
Hence what I'm on him.
he ain't preaching anytime soon.
Oh no. But he will be able to sing like Vince Neil from now on. Or Vince Neil in the 80s, not like Vince Neil.
Yeah.
now.
I was going to say, you know, that's
Yeah,
not.
I can sing like Vince Neil now.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Got to knock that cow! All right, no, I'm sorry.
And I actually still know the lyrics, so I mean,
Yeah, I do too. They have like, I don't even want to get into that.
no,
I could do a whole
no.
stream on how Nikki Sixx doesn't even play the bass anymore, but it's kind of sad. Anyway, we got another one here. This is probably like at the Philippines farm.
You see? I'm stubborn.
So I've noticed.
Here!
Yeah, and like their big rich farmland, it looks like a. I mean, it didn't look that great except for the house. They got all these like little, like straw huts and shit.
How are you funding an operation where you got a house like that and you're just getting fruit off a tree?
I have no idea. They did have a nice house though. I like the house they used. They must have probably got some rich Filipino to like let them use their house.
Mm-hmm.
The blowguns seemed ridiculous unless darts were poisoned.
Yes.
They were. I'm sure they were poisoned. But you know what? The one thing you gotta be careful with a blow dart gun. Don't go like this when your mouth's on it, or you'll suck the dart back in your mouth. You gotta go like this.
Yeah. I was going to say he makes a good point because dude fired like 6 shots in the first movie, but in Revenge of the Ninja, dude needed only 1.
Yeah. I don't know why, but all right, we got another one here. This is where they're talking about meeting with like he refuses to sell his farm again.
Gentlemen, I believe these belong to you.
Yeah, he just takes his guns up there. I'm this guy. I'd have kept them all. Because not everybody's a ninja. Like, you got to have somebody else with a machine gun.
I'm sorry, Marianne. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Forgive me. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. That was like the worst death scene ever. You know what? When I looked up that guy that played her husband, he didn't even have like a Wikipedia page.
That don't surprise me.
So I'm thinking maybe this guy didn't ever act again.
No, it seems to me like I'd seen him in a couple other movies too, where he's not really, he's like a side character, but nothing comes to mind. Nothing comes to mind right now, but I can picture him in other movies.
Now here's another. I don't know what this one's from, but we'll just have to watch these.
Is this for real? Looks like some kind of a thriller.
That's the Ninja demo video.
That's right. We got to put that ninja demo tape out, man. You know what I'm saying? But we got another one here. I want the ninja now. He says this is that weird guy.
I want my black ninja and I want him now!
And I want him now. Hey, he's like J.G. Wentworth with ninjas. It's my ninja and I want him now. Hey, let's play that again because that was hilarious.
I want my black ninja and I want him now!
You know what? I'm saving that. I'm saving that video clip. I'm deleting all the rest, but I'm going to just every now and then I'm just going to press that and go. We need my black ninja now.
I was going to say, I was trying to think of some kind of jingle about you have a ninja, but you need him right now.
Yeah. If you need a ninja to fight, but you need him now, call Enter the Ninja. I don't know.
Yeah, we're just.
Yeah, that guy, he sucked. He had a temper tantrum every 5 seconds. I don't know. Then we got another one here. Interesting costume he tells.
Interesting outfit. Who's your tailor?
I kind of like the British guy. I thought he was kind of cool. And he gets killed. He was kind of like, I mean, he wasn't a bad actor. Like, for his part, he played that part well, you know.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So there wasn't a lot of bad things. And like the real breakout star of this movie, as we've said before, is Sho Kosugi.
Yes.
He went on that when the VHS came out, when it came out on video, they changed the poster to put the movie for the poster, and they put Sho Kosugi on the cover of the VHS cassette because by the time it came out on video, he had become a superstar. There you go. Yep, they changed it. We got some more little funny interaction scenes, I think.
What's this jazz?
I don't know, brother.
They just stood there and let him throw like.
Yeah, that's his jazz.
They just sit there and like let him pull those out and throw them at him before they could even pull a shot off.
Yeah, I mean,
can I tell you what I would have done? It would have been like this. It would have been like I would have been like Jules Winfield and Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction, just unloaded the whole thing on him until the gun went click. That's what I would have done if I saw a ninja coming at me.
they should have brought
You can't
shotguns.
dodge all of them. You can't dodge all of them.
Ninja! I told you I was ready to talk! Ah!
Ninja, I told you I was ready to talk.
That just shows how clueless that dude was. He had money and no brains.
You know what? That's what you'll see with a lot of people that are rich. They have all this money, but they don't have anything up here. It reminds me of that song by, that song by Taylor Swift where she's like, nothing in my head. I got nothing in my head. Yes. Okay, don't kill me, but I am a Swiftie. I'm proud to say I like Taylor Swift. I don't care. My little cousins like her, so I have to like her. You know what I mean? And they're like my little niece and nephew. So.
I was trying to remember the movie or TV show. I just watched it just a while back where they're talking. This guy's talking to somebody, and it said, "Don't try to do gangster shit if you don't know nothing about me." Oh, it was Tulsa King. So don't talk about trying to do gangster shit if you don't know nothing about being a gangster. Leave the gangster shit to real gangsters.
Yeah, and there's that. What was that? There was a song in the. That reminds me of that rap song in the '90s by this rap group I used to listen to, Mobb Deep.
Yeah,
and he had a song where in the song he raps one of the bars he raps. He says, "There ain't no such thing as a halfway crook." So yeah, it's like kind of like you're like in Tulsa King, he's talking about these guys are like day traders pretending to be gangsters and stuff. I think I remember the singer. Yeah. Okay, now we got the guy. He's crying for Mr. Parker.
Mr. Parker! I want my Black Ninja and I want him now!
Now, here's with the end of it. Sho Kosugi has been defeated. The evil Black Ninja has been defeated. And he's basically begging dude to kill him.
You have won with honor. Allow me to die with honor.
Yes, and that probably would have happened.
Yeah. Yeah, VHS was a great. Yeah, I'm going to use that ninja one. That one where he's like, I want my ninja and I want him now. All right, so that's like probably like I said, Sho Kosugi. Look at the emotion of this guy. Like, I mean, he wasn't that highly trained of an actor, I'm assuming, but this is why he was the star, I think, and not anybody else in the movie because he really understood the whole thing anyway. Like, this is watching.
You have won with honor. Allow me to die with honor.
Well, see, the thing is it doesn't take a lot of experience when your subject matter is something that you're actually living in, dealing with in your real life.
Yeah.
He is a real ninja in real life. I mean, he did the choreography for this movie and just about every movie action ninja movie he was in. So, I mean,
It says here that he had, this is, you know what? After we play these clips, I'm going to bring up Sho's Instagram page because I really want to share it with you guys. We got like 3 more clips to go through.
Don't let her go!
I think I've been hurt, sir.
like that's one of Mark was talking about earlier. He's like, I think I've been hooked, son. I think you think so. You got an arrow through your wrist, bro. I think you're hurt.
I think you got me.
And we got Susan George again. I thought
I'll
she
be
was
back.
I'd have never left.
I thought she was so cute.
I'd have never left.
I would have never left either. I mean, I'm just saying.
Go home.
What about you?
I'll see you later. I hope.
I'll see you later. You know what? The one positive about having him with the ninja mask on is you didn't have to see the bad overdub when he moved his mouth because it was bad.
Marianne! Are you all right?
Marianne.
I'm cool. We're just over here drinking beers. All right. Now I'm going to share another. I usually don't do this, but we're going to share another Wikipedia page because I think if people that don't understand who this guy was that played the Black Ninja Sho Kosugi, why he's so badass. He was born June 17th, 1948. Let's see. I don't know. Over there. He is a Japanese actor, martial artist, and writer with extensive training in Shindo, Janryu, karate, kendo, judo, Iaido, kabuto, aikido, and ninjutsu. A former all-Japan karate champion, he gained popularity as an actor during the 80s, often playing ninjas. He starred in a trilogy of martial art ninja films produced by Canon Films, Enter the Ninja, Revenge of the Ninja, and Ninja 3: The Domination, before starring in which I love this show, man. And if I could find the reruns, if they have this on DVD, I got to get this. It's called The Master. Do you remember this show?
Yeah, I watched it when I was a kid. They have it on one of the streaming services, but don't remember which one.
I bet it's Tubi.
Probably. I think it's only like 13 episodes.
Yeah, and it had Lee Van Cleef in it, which is cool as hell.
Yeah.
His work helped establish ninjas in popular culture, leading to what we call the ninja boom or ninja mania during the early to mid 80s. At 19 years old, Kosugi left Japan to study and reside in Los Angeles, where he earned a bachelor's degree in economics at UCLA. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
At the same time, he consistently improved his martial arts skills while learning a wide variety of styles such as Chinese Xingyan, Korean Taekwondo, and Japanese Shitu Ryu and Shotokan Ryu karate. He is the father of Kane Kosugi and Shane Kosugi, who are both actors and martial artists, and Aisha Kosugi, a former senior member of the women's golf team at the University of Las Vegas. After taking a hiatus from film, he started Taiko Group in California in Japan. He also ran an internationally oriented group of martial arts acting schools known as Sho Kosugi Institute. He currently resides in Los Angeles, California. Films in which Kosugi's sons perform alongside their father include, that's his son. Remember, he's in Revenge of the Ninja, Pray for Death, Black Eagle, and The Journey of Honor.
Mm-hmm. In Revenge of the Ninja, the kid that gets killed is one of his sons, and the little boy later, Kane, that's one of his sons too.
And I believe his son was also the little Asian boy. Remember in Red Sonja?
I believe so. I don't
believe that's the same kid.
I don't know.
So here he goes. Here's the movies he was in. This is interesting. This is his filmography, and you're going to be surprised at a couple of them.
Oh, yeah.
The Godfather Part 2 as a passerby.
Yep.
The Bad News Bears go to Japan as kata demonstrator.
Mm-hmm.
Enter the Ninja, Revenge of the Ninja, Ninja 3: The Domination, Pray for Death, 9 Deaths of the Ninja. I remember it as 9 Deaths of the Ninja, I think. No, 9 Deaths of the Ninja is awesome. And then Pray for Death's good too. Rage of Honor, Aloha Summer, Black Eagle, Blind Fury. Yeah, I remember him in Blind Fury.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good movie. He was also in The Scorpion King.
Yep.
As I think he was a choreographer in that movie.
Yeah.
And Ninja Assassin as Ozuna.
Yeah, Ninja Assassin was his last film role.
Yeah. So he must have been an extra in The Godfather Part 2. That's kind of wild.
I guarantee you that's probably a blink and you'll miss it, and then even you'll probably watch that scene 1,000 times and not even realize it's him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look it up. I bet you know what? It might be on YouTube. You never know. Sometimes these people just bootleg shit.
Yeah.
But okay. It's time for us to rate this in bad cinema. I think I give this one 2 thumbs up for bad cinema because it's badly made, poor overdubs of voices. The lead actor really not a good martial artist. Some of the acting's bad, but the fight scenes with Sho Kosugi are worth the price of admission, and so is getting to see Susan George for about an hour. So, also, it's also fun to watch. These are the kind of movies it's fun to watch with a bunch of people, you know. And it brings back a lot of nostalgia for me. So, what do you think, Tony?
So understanding the rating systems, is 5 the worst or 5 the best?
No, 5's the best. The best you can get. Like basically, would you rewatch this movie?
Oh, dude, I watch this movie like twice a year, along with the rest of them.
Yeah, me too.
Now, I will say, in the hierarchy of the trilogy, this is my least favorite one.
Yeah.
I don't even know which one would be my favorite one because I always love the other two so much. But you're right. I mean, a lot of the acting is hokey. A lot of the scenes are kind of, forgettable. Except
and
for
their motivations, the character motivations are bad. Yeah.
The stuff that really strikes me about this movie that I grew to appreciate more as an adult than a kid is all the Shinto, the philosophies of the ninjutsu, ninja, and all that you really see expressed a lot through Sho. Because Sho, I don't know, it might not have been meant to when they made the movie, but Sho ends up being the breakout star of this film, and you see a lot of honor in him because, he didn't have to let her go, but he let her go, and just things like that, and wanting to die with honor. That's a big thing back, even now. I mean, you don't fuck with honor, when it comes to Japanese. And but overall, nostalgia really does it for me on this one. So I'm going to say 2.5.
Okay, that's the fair score. And I want to remind everybody that what we got coming up on the channel for as far as the Cinemaverse, I call it, for Good Cinema on Thursday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, in honor of the late great, one of my favorite actors too, Robert Redford, who just passed away. We're going to be reviewing Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, starring Robert Redford and Paul Newman. So, and it's actually got one of my favorite scenes of all time in the movie, Tony, when they're being chased by the Pinkerton detectives, and Paul Newman says, "We're going to jump off this cliff and right into a river," and he's like, Robert says, "No, I'm staying and fighting." He goes, "Oh, but because we got to jump. It's you're going to stay here, you'll die." He's like, "I can't swim." And Paul Newman just horse laughs at him and says, "Well, hell, the fall will probably kill you."
Yeah.
So then next week, I'm proud to announce that we're going to kick off Halloween month on Bad and Good Cinema off a day early, I think, because we're still going to be in September next Monday. But that week transitions into October, so we're just going to start it next week. And Tony, we got a good one for Bad Cinema next week.
Uh-oh. What we got? Oh, Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall from 1986. And then Thursday at 12:30, Good Cinema will be presenting Bram Stoker's Dracula, starring Gary Oldman, Winona Ryder, Keanu Reeves, and a cast of and Anthony Hopkins and Tom Waits as Renfield. So,
damn, dude.
And you know what? I was criticized for that movie selection. They said
Really?
That's not a horror movie, Matt. What are you talking about? That's not a horror movie.
That just shows you who's read the book and who hasn't.
Vampire.
I was hoping I could
The book
see.
is great. The movie's great. I'm looking forward to all this. Now, the one thing that's going to happen this month, I'm afraid I'm going to have to tell everybody, there's probably some people upset with me because they don't understand what the term bad cinema means. Because some of the movies you're probably going to think are good cinema. So I apologize for that. But they're really not if you look at the acting in it. And so in the bad cinema area, you want me to read the list of what we're going to be doing? I'm going to make a thumbnail of all the movies. All right, and you can get. You might not agree with like what placement they're in, but of course we're going to do Bram Stoker for Good Cinema Halloween month. We're doing Bram Stoker's Dracula, The Conjuring Part 1. No, I'm not doing that. Hold on. We're doing Salem's Lot. No. I'm sorry. I scratched it out. We're doing Bram Stoker's Dracula, Fright Night, Poltergeist, and Halloween. For bad cinema, Sleepaway Camp, Trick or Treat, The Howling Part 2, Chopping Mall, and Tony's getting ready to unfriend me right now when I say this one, Return of the Living Dead. All right.
Okay.
Well, it's not. I mean, really, the acting's not that great in it, and it's got one of the Queen of the B movies in it. What's her name? Remember the blonde-headed punk rock girl?
Leon. I can't think of her name. I know
you know what I'm talking about, though. Yeah. Why can't I remember her name? God, anyway, but I'm excited about it. What do you think of that list? I think it's pretty cool. Oh, and one more thing. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I like it. I mean, you're showing love to some stuff that normally doesn't get. I mean. And Bram Stoker's Dracula is like that to me, like the apex of Dracula films, next to Bela Lugosi's. So,
I agree. Also, one more thing I'll tell everybody about. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, my guest on Comic Conversations will be Phil's Treehouse, and FYI, just so you know, for your all's information, Phil is going to be doing a giveaway tonight. So stay tuned for that.
Cool.
All right. Anyway, so this was a good movie. Remember to keep doing those karate chops. And you know what? Next time I go to the flea market, I may buy a Ninja Star again. I don't know, just to make me feel like I'm 13 again. All right. But let me see. We got a couple more comments here. Okay, Tony is telling everybody that The Master is available on Tubi. And a few of Sho Kosugi's films are on Amazon Prime Video. And some of them are on Tubi as well. That's where I found Enter the Ninja.
You can get all three of the Ninja trilogy on Amazon, I know for sure. You can't get them all on Tubi, but they're all on Amazon Prime. I believe they had Pray for Death, and then there was another one. I can't think of what it was. Black Eagle, I think.
Yeah. Well, guys, you know what? I've been really enjoying doing this show, and I really appreciate Mark and everybody in the chat that comes and watches the show, and Tony for being on the show with me a lot. Tony works a lot, but he gets to come on here, and I always like it when I have somebody like Tony who loves these movies as much as I do to come talk about it. And I just want to tell everybody that bad cinema, just keep this in mind and tell everybody this. It doesn't mean that I don't love it, because I have a lot of love for these movies. I have a love for movies like Chopping Mall. They kind of molded my childhood. Chopping Mall, Sleepaway Camp. And Sleepaway Camp's got the greatest, like, end shocker scene I've ever seen in a movie in my life. It was like, ah! Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah, I meant to ask you when you said trick.
That's cool.
I meant to ask you when you said trick or treat. I was going to ask you, which trick or treat are you doing?
The one with Ozzy in it from the 80s.
Yes. I have to break out my vinyl and my DVD and all that shit.
Yeah, that other one's trash.
I like the other one too, but
that other one shouldn't even be allowed to be around.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it should have been named something else. It should have been, I don't know. I almost did Pumpkinhead.
That's a good one.
Maybe I could. We might change it up. I'm not nothing is in stone yet. Let me look at that list again. There's one at the bad.
Here's an idea. Instead of just doing one film, like say if you're having trouble with doing like a set of, say you had like 4 werewolf movies and you really want to do all of them, but you don't know which one to pick, then just do genres instead of films. Just do like, okay, these are my favorite werewolf movies. You know what I'm saying?
We might do a special episode where we do that. We could do one where
Yeah.
we do like, if you want to do one, we'll do one where we'll like, well, since it's Halloween, Halloween's my favorite holiday. So I'm going all out for Halloween. I'm buying like Halloween covers for my comic shows and shit right now. I need to quit cussing so much. I apologize, guys.
Wow.
But anyway, so we got Chop. No, I like the list, but
I
we
like
could
the
do
list.
like another
I like
one.
the list. I like the list you did. You did a good one. You got a good one.
Do you think Fright Night is considered good cinema?
Fright Night is a freaking
I've been kind of
masterpiece.
struggling with that one.
You're talking to a guy that thinks
That's
that
what I
Night-
thought.
Fright,
So
yeah, Fright Night's like one of my favorite vampire movies from the 80s of all time. I mean, oh my God. I collected the whole comic series from Now Comics.
well, see, I was going to do Conjuring, but then like the Poltergeist, I thought Poltergeist will cover the haunted house.
Yeah.
This is my philosophy in the way I did this. Look, we got a vampire movie. Vampires are represented.
Mhm.
You know what? Maybe we should do Fright Night. Maybe we should do American Werewolf in London.
That's a good one.
But
American
my
Werewolf in
thing is
London.
this. Look, I'm trying to represent everything.
Yeah.
Bram Stoker's Dracula is a vampire movie. We got Fright Night, Poltergeist, Halloween. But no, actually, I represent about everything here except Frankenstein, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I mean-
Sleepaway Camp, Trick or Treat. We got Halloween. So we got the slasher films. We got Halloween and Sleepaway Camp, Chopping Mall. We got zombies in Return of the Living Dead.
Mhm.
Werewolves with Howling Part 2. Okay. And we got Dracula. All right. I think we're
And
good.
you know, to be fair, I mean, this Saturday I'm actually going to have off, so I'm going to try to do a live show. So, like, if I do the Saturdays I'm off in October, I could do like horror themed ones that are companion to your good bad cinema, to where we could use
Yeah.
my live shows to talk about the ones we wanted to talk about, but we weren't able to on your shows. Kind of like a team up thing.
Yeah. We need to make a list too because there's like so many. A collaboration. Well, yeah. Yeah, I
'Cause you
think that's a
know-
good idea. We've had some crazy movies like go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, you know, if I'm not mistaken, Halloween is on a Thursday night. And I know we're going to have a lounge. So
Yep.
Tony will be in costume for the lounge.
I'm going to be two. And you know who I'm going as this year?
I'm going as my own original character. Who are you going as?
Oh, I'm going tomorrow to get me a Michael Myers mask.
I've got two Michael Myers outfits. I got one mask from 2018 Halloween, and I got one from Rob Zombie's Halloween.
I've been going back and forth though on whether I should like get a hockey mask or the Captain Kirk like Halloween mask. So I don't know. But see, this place I go to, this comic shop I'm going to tomorrow, which I'm very rare to get to go to. He has a lot of like horror movie like toys and action figures and the props. And they have like the knives and machetes, like the plastic ones, you know.
Yeah.
It look like it's like an actual, it looks like the one that Jason used, and they got a hockey mask. And I was wanting to get the hockey mask down there tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll see. But I have the overall jumpsuit right now, so I'm going to use get my jumpsuit, like my overalls, and put them on, and with my work boots, my old work boots when I used to be able to work, and before I got this disability got too bad. Oh, you guys want to see my room? I've almost got it set up, Tony.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. Let me turn the light around here, and I'll show you. Okay, so here's my girl Harley.
Ooh.
I put my little rack here of the comics. This and I got more over here, but then I put this stuff up there. I got that stuff up there. Then I put a wall of comics. See who I got up there? I put the connecting Jim Lee covers up there, Tony.
Okay.
And
That's
all in
cool.
order. And then I got some good ones up there. See, my walls are the whole house even the roof is made out of steel.
Oh, wow.
So I just put like these adhesive strip magnets on the back of those.
Yeah.
On the boards, and they just stuck up there. And you see my mom's sketch cover, and that sketch cover I won up there at the top on the left. And pretty good, ain't it? And then I got
Yeah.
my G.I. Joe stuff right there. And the top picture is my dad in the Marine Corps and my uncle, who's no longer with us. He was that's when he was in the Army. And there's my G.I. Joe, A Few Bad Men, Cobra's Looking for a Few Bad Men poster I bought online. Then we go over here, and I better move it down. There's an old school like flintlock pistol up there. I don't want to get shut down. And there's where I put my statues. There's still like boxes that need to go. And then we got the Mario clock. I put my giant size Batman on the wall. And then I got the my shield up, all the original art stuff I bought at Heroes Con over here, and that my G.I. Joe thing that Aaron gave me. And then we got this. And I still got to get I'm getting the J Challenge tomorrow. And we're going to put that'll be my slab ball back here. And I'm going to put my Captain America print next to it that I got from my friend. So it's come together. It's looking better than it did.
So talking about costumes, I'm going to show you a picture. I created this character last year, and I created him as an idea. We were playing D&D, and I was trying to come up with an idea in my head for the main bad guy for my D&D session, and he ended up being my character for Halloween. And I actually did a couple videos, shorts on my Comiverse channel with this guy talking about Halloween and stuff, and I call him Mentian. But that's the guy. That's what you're going to see on the Halloween episode of. You're going to see this guy on the Halloween episode of.
Man, that's cool, Tony. I love that. That's very creative, man.
Yeah,
that's even cooler though. Instead of like going as some character everybody knows, you created your own.
Yeah. I bought the outfit at Spirit, and I was trying to find the right mask, and I couldn't find anything, and I just happened to walk into Walmart, and they had a cat skull mask, and I went, "That is perfect."
There was one I wanted last year. It was like I like the mask that looked kind of weird. Like they had one that looked like I don't know, like it had like big eyes, kind of like it looked like a Squid Game thing or something. Like when they, it's just I don't know. Let's see what Pumpkin Under the Cowl. Anyways, on the Crazy Joe and Tuck show last night, there was an incredible mask maker in the chat. Can't think of his name. Can't remember his name offhand. Yeah, I'd like to. You know what? I wish I could get him. You know what would be my ultimate like dream? Would to have a Halloween mask personally designed by Tom Savini. That would be awesome.
Oh, that would be amazing, man.
Man, I know he doesn't do that stuff, but I always wanted to meet him. I want to try to go to one of these horror fests one of these times because I really want to meet Danielle. What's her name? Danielle Harris. I always like her.
She is awesome. She is a really sweet person. I got to meet her in March at Indianapolis or Evansville, and she is amazing.
Her and what's her name? Scout Compton. They used to do these little things for the fans called bloodbaths.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, if I get the chance, I got them put up, but I'll show you the pictures that I took a selfie with her, and then later on, me and Tim, my buddy, we did a picture with her, and I bought a white shirt, had blood, and we went for the blood splattered package where she had blood all over her. I put blood all over my shirt and me. Tim didn't want to do it. And then after we took the picture, I've got the white shirt. Hold on, let's see if I can stretch far enough. It just so happened to be right here, but this is the shirt I wore for that meet and greet.
Oh, that's cool.
So I said something to my wife about putting it in a shadow box with a copy of that picture and probably the autograph picture. And because it was freaking awesome, dude. It really was.
I also want to meet because I hear she's really fun to meet. Is the I can't remember her name offhand, but she was the girl in Sleepaway Camp.
It's funny you mentioned that because her name is Felissa Rose, and I've got pictures because I met her too.
Oh, that's awesome.
dude, that one HorrorCon I got to meet Tyler Main. I got to meet Felissa Rose. I got to meet Art the Clown. I got to meet Holly Marie Combs and Brian Krause from Charmed. I mean, it was cool.
Oh,
I mean,
cool. Have you ever met? Did you also like? It would be great to meet those guys, all those people, and then like Tom Savini and Kane Hodder.
I would love to meet Kane. Oh my Lord.
Man, Kane, you know what? And he didn't really star as Jason until like part 7, but he's played him more than anybody else, which makes him Jason to me. And
yeah, he might not have started playing as Jason till part 7, but by the time his tenure was done, he was the one we all wanted to see in Freddy versus Jason. It was supposed to happen, but it didn't. And
they told him it was going to happen. I saw an interview with him on the podcast.
oh yeah,
and he said they had told him verbally that he was going to be in that movie, and he wasn't. Also, I'm debating on something, and I want to take a survey from the people that we do have left in the chat and from Tony here, and I'll probably ask later on the Comic Lounge this week. Should I move the time to this show to another day at another time? Or I mean, should I do it Mondays? But should I do this show in the evening, or does everybody like where it's at now?
Well, I'm going to be honest. Depending on the day, like if you do it in the middle of the day, it depends on the day because, like for example, this week I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, work Thursday and Friday, and I'm off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Well, if you do anything around noon, well, the days I got to work, I can't be a part of it. But I get off work at 6. I get home by 6:30. Have something to eat. Hell, by 7:30, I'm looking for something to do.
Yeah, I thought about because look, I can't do the one on Thursday would obviously have to be moved to Friday because I have the Comic Lounge at 7:00.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna keep it the way it is for now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking maybe when it starts getting into Halloween stuff, it might be better to do it at night just because I don't know the aesthetic of it all. I don't know. But it don't matter. We'll try to keep it. We'll keep it like it is now. But I kind of have it like kind of a loose schedule because yesterday we had some renovations done to my bathroom over here. We had a new shower put in, a walk-in shower. And I had to postpone the show to today. So it's flexible anyway, right? You know what I mean? We can do it whatever time we want. I'll let you know. And then Mark says always depends on the day for me as well. Okay. Well, I'll just keep it. We'll just keep it for now. But thank you guys for watching. I was going to try to think of something else. I got something else I want to say. I don't know this person, but I don't know how y'all feel, but like when you start watching certain YouTube channels and you watch them a lot and you really enjoy their content they put out, and I didn't know them, but I made comments in their videos and they actually replied a couple of times. This has been a few years ago. But it saddens you when somebody dies, even though you didn't know them personally or spend any time around them in person or anything, even though it's just your interaction was. But there was a channel I watched religiously and I still watch, and I hope they can still move on without them, but I don't know how they're going to. The Game Chasers. Yeah. Have you heard of the Game Chasers, Tony?
Not until I found out this person passed away. I'd never heard of him.
Well, he was friends with Retro Rick. If anybody's familiar with him, he actually lives in Tony's home state, Retro Rick Game Point.
Yeah, I know Retro Rick because I've been meaning to go down to the store in Conway.
Yeah, and there's guys like Pixel Game Squad and another guy I watched from Australia he lives in Pennsylvania now, beat 'em ups. And because I'm a big retro gamer. And Billy, he died he had a brain tumor. He got diagnosed 4 weeks ago and he died in 4 weeks.
Damn.
And he really was one of the shows. His channel was one of those channels that kind of reignited my love for nostalgia. You know what I mean? Like the reason I got all these retro Mario things over here, like that Mario's trophy and my Super Nintendo Mini and my OG NES and Sega Genesis is because of that guy, that channel. And so I want to just say give my condolences. I know they're not watching. I know they probably won't watch it, but I just want to do it my way. Just I'll be praying for him and his family and his friends, because this cancer is the biggest asshole there is. And speaking of that, Tony, could you are you a mod on my chat? Or hey, Under the Cow, you're a mod. Would you please, if you're still here, drop the link to Comic Curing Cancer's Instagram or Linktree, because I think you're a mod, Tony. I'm not sure. Let me look up here.
I'll see what I can do here.
I'll make you a mod. I got to make you a mod anyway. I just think it's important. Look, my stepdad, who was almost like, he was just basically another dad to me. He wasn't like one of them stepdads you see in these movies. Everybody, oh, I hate my stepdad. He was one of the greatest men I've ever met. And cancer, what I saw cancer do to him, he was a tough son of a gun. He fought it for 10 years. And I know Tony's had family touched by cancer. Everybody has it. Everybody knows somebody, either a family member or a friend. And it's coming up. They're taking donations. I actually sent my donation in today. Mom did a sketch cover for him of Harley Quinn. And so it just, I don't know. It just means a lot to me. I keep talking, but here I'm gonna make mod you up, because I don't know that if it won't let me for some reason. Well, I'll do it later. Anyway, here I'll drop the link right now. Just let me. There's only 2 people here, but still, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. I tried to drop the link, but it wouldn't let me.
It's okay. I'll have to. I keep. Let me put it in here. Comics Curing Cancer. There we go. I'll share it from my phone. Copy profile URL. I'm one of those people that likes to talk out loud what I'm getting ready to do. Here we go. There we go. There's their Instagram page. They have a link tree there. 100% of the donations go to to cancer research. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching another episode of Bad Cinema. I'd like to thank my guest Tony. You can catch him on Saturdays. He does live sometimes, right, Tony?
Yep. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do one this Saturday at 4 p.m. Central.
All right, I'll be there. I'll try to be there, and so that'll be 3 o'clock my time. And just remember, just because it's bad doesn't mean it ain't any good.
Come, son of Jarrell! Kneel before Zod! Snoochie boochies.